That's my baby. I'm dying.
That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that?
Oh yeah! What the fuck are you talking about?
Tessin, you know you gotta turn it down. Turn it down. There we go. I can hear myself now. I almost forgot. Hey guys, welcome to another Friday night with Racheal, me, and Dustin. Oh, Tarzan. Yeah, Tarzan. Oh my gosh, let me tell you how cool this kid is. Well, young man. He bought me a bike for Mother's Day. It was so sweet. I know Mother's Day is like another few weeks, but we are biking it up and getting our cardio in every morning because he is going to do a show in May. May?
Yeah,
May.
Yes, May 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
So make sure you follow him on Instagram and follow his journey to bodybuilding championship of the world.
It's not that fancy.
Doesn't it sound fancy? It sounds amazing.
I'm looking forward to cheese curds afterwards.
Oh God, he's been talking about food. But the good news is he gets 1 week. He gets one cheat meal a week, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? I wish I could get a cheat meal and, not have to worry about gaining weight. But whatever, he's young and he can do it. So, but we got a great show lined up for you. We've got 2 guys that are can't talk today, coming on tonight. And I'm pretty excited to talk to both of them. One actually is at their weigh-ins. I don't know how this is going to be possible, but we'll see. He feels that his weigh-ins, he'll be done in time to be on the show, which will be later on this evening. So, couple of things. I feel like I can't see my mouth. Anyway,
Wait, what?
I know I'm like there we go. I see my lips moving. Okay. For some reason, I feel like I need to see my lips moving. Otherwise, I don't think I'm talking.
I'm not talking. Where's my mouth go?
But anyway, guys, so it looks like Pearl Gonzalez, the hottest babe of combat sports. Let's face it, guys. I mean, that girl can do some crazy videos. And I'm like, oh my God. I remember when I first met Pearl Gonzalez out here in Cicero when she was, with Combat Dough. She's still with Combat Dough. She's still family. Chicago's always home for Pearl, of course. And she just moved to New York. And I'm like, oh, so total life change. I packed up her stuff and went across the country to New York. And so she's going to be she signed up with Bare Knuckle. And wow, it's part of the poll question for tonight. We're going to talk about that, who you think she'll be fighting. Should Pearl Gonzalez fight Paige Van Zant for her BKFC debut? Agree or disagree? Thank you, Steve, for fixing my, retarded question. I didn't say it right. I don't know. I misunderstood what I was saying. So anyway, that seems to happen a lot. At least I admit it. So I'm going to give a word from our sponsor. I'm going to say it. So Steve, you can put it back up there on the screen so I can repeat it. Say it. Say it out loud. Steve, you need to put it on the screen so I can read it. All right. Well, I'm going to start with some other ones. Make sure that you contact Pioneer Project Management out of Salmonac, Illinois for your roof siding, gutters, and all of that stuff and above for your home improvement needs. You can contact them at, I can't read the number. Okay, 815-498-6524. Again, the number is 815-498-6524. And of course, I have to bring up my favorite. I love Joe Wall. Joe Wall. He makes the most amazing jewelry. Joe Wall.
Where's the weight jewelry?
I have it on my neck. So mine is a custom 45 bullet with an eagle claw on top with iolite. I believe it's 8 stones of iolite that is custom made perfectly for me. Mother's Day is coming up, you guys, so check it out. He does amazing work and he's out of Florida. And you can use my code BLAZE10 for your Mother's Day special. And let me tell you, if your girl's into guns like I am, she will love this piece. It's heavy. I can't say, I get so many compliments on it. So you guys, it's a gift idea for you to get your girl who loves guns and want to be a little badass. You want to add some badass jewelry. I would contact Joe Wall out of Florida.
He makes other jewelry as well.
Oh
right?
yeah, he makes other stuff. So I've been talking to Joe about making some like weightlifting, like some boxing gloves, some MMA gloves and weights and stuff like that. So we're working on that. He doesn't do that at this particular moment, but we are discussing the options. And so we're going to talk about the sponsor of the show, which would be about now. Thank you. Many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please call 856-651-8117. Again, that number is 856-651-8117. So guys, here at A2D Radio, if you are suffering anything like that, please give these guys a call. They're great and non-judgmental organization. So give them a call. Okay. We're here. We're all family. We're in this to win it. I don't want to say in it together because I mean, we are, but I like to say we're in it to win it. We're going to win it. Okay. So let's win. Anyway, Destin. So let's talk just a little brief moment about your show. So what is the show in May?
This is the Chris Cormier Classic, and it's on the 22nd, and this is up in I think it's Waukesha. It's always a very confusing word.
There's a lot of weird names.
And it's run by Shredded Cheddar Productions. It's a NPC national qualifier, promoted by Chris Cormier himself. Stacy Tomasini and Big Tom, Big Kev Tomasini. Tomasini. God, it's so hard saying the name. And it's up in, oh wait, I take that back. It's up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. So I had to like go to the page on Instagram to get all the details.
I think tickets are like, what do you think? Tickets are like $40 for that show? And Chris will actually be there. He's a really cool guy. If you ever see him on Instagram, he's really cool. Really cool dude, down to earth, like that dude. Can't wait to meet him. I haven't met him yet.
I think it's $20, yeah. $20 for like the morning, and
hey, that's not bad.
$30 for the night.
Yeah,
show.
$30 for the night show. It's usually more elegant and more like, music and yeah, it's amazing. During the morning time is when they actually judge, and they pretty much know who their winners are going to be. And then at the night show, they do their performance, and then they announce the winners, which is pretty awesome. It's just a good way to get you guys to stay and pay $50 for the day. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. That's great marketing, guys. That's great. Oh my gosh. Or you could just go to the night show and see the big show. But I'm really excited to see you on stage, Destin.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's 40 in total. Don't quote me on that. It's somewhere between like 40 to $50.
Okay. Check it out, Dustin. We got our first guest on. He's in our back room, right? Steve, is that how we call it? The back room? Hey. So you guys, wait till you hear this guy. He's got quite the story, and it's inspirational. Amazing to actually have him on the show. We need some inspiration in the world, right? So this is a great story that I think a lot of people need to listen in and tune in to hear this amazing story from Matthew Stretch Strickland. He is also a bare knuckle boxer. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm fumbling here, Matthew. I'm fumbling.
It's okay.
So, Matthew, you're new to A2D Radio. Tell
Yes,
everyone
ma'am.
who you are and what you're all about.
I am Walter Matthew Strickland. I go by Stretch. That name was given to me by one of my coaches in the past. I used to weigh 370 pounds. I now fight at 205. So I
Wow.
made quite the transformation. So I got that moniker, and it kind of stuck with me.
Wow.
I'm a mixed martial artist. I'm just a martial artist, really, and bare knuckles just kind of fell into my lap, and I'm gonna take it and run with it.
How did you lose all that weight?
Um, a lot of just determination. I stopped drinking soda completely. I had played football in high school. Was just big in high school, and then whenever it was over, it was just what am I going to do with all this now? And I was quite obese. Really, I was really in danger, and I started out walking with my mother, and then I started jogging, and then I progressed to further and further, and then I got challenged to go to the gym one day, and I thought it was just like a workout facility, and it turned out it was an MMA gym, and it was a place called Caged for Christ, and it was a great turning point for me. Yeah, I was thrown into the wolves pretty much without my. It was either do that or have my man card pulled. So I got in there and I made some waves pretty quick. And then they were like, "Man, you should probably take this seriously. You're doing pretty well against guys that have been training for a long time." So that's what I did, and here we are.
And I know, here we are. Go ahead.
That's
And
cool.
here's Dustin. He's the bodybuilder. This is my son, but he's the bodybuilder.
Yeah, I definitely can relate to, being plus sized. I used to be a cross country runner in high school and a bunch of other different things. And after high school, I packed on quite a bit of weight. I think in high school I was somewhere around like 160, and then I got super fat. I didn't lift weights or anything like that.
Yeah, a lot of mine was depression related. I just ate my feelings, you know what I mean, kind of thing. And then, I just woke up one day and realized actually a female told me that I was the perfect man, other than I was just too big. So I was like, okay, I'm going to fix that.
Down then.
So,
Well, that's some good motivation there, I'll tell you. I don't know if I would have the balls to be able to tell somebody, well, you have the whole package, but just one thing is off.
she just basically, I mean, she was a good friend, honestly, so I shot my shot thinking, okay, but it just didn't, it wasn't meant to be, obviously, but it was a big eye-opening experience. It was actually a gift in my eyes that she was able to be so frank with me, because maybe without that, I don't know if I would have ever confronted it myself.
That's awesome. Well, at least the honesty turned into some inspiration, and then here you are. I'm so excited. And that's not the only story you have. You have quite another story.
No, I also am a convicted felon, reformed, and I went all the way. I went to the rock bottom, and then I done some chiseling to go a little deeper, if you know what I mean. And lost a lot of years of my life being incarcerated, and I went through several bouts of that, and then I think 2013 I fought my first amateur mixed martial arts fight, and I won, and it kind of inspired me to try to actually put my all into every part of life, not just fighting, and I ran with it, and it was I was on the run at one point for a little over a year, and my own brother had to turn me in to get me to face reality, and I finally got to serving my time, and it was a humbling experience in many ways. Although I'd already been incarcerated before, I was finally reflecting on why I was there and all these different things. I was becoming a man finally and facing reality. And May 21st, 2017, I got saved. in the facility in Roane County, Tennessee, and my life hasn't been the same since. Yeah, so
I can relate to that. When I gave myself, I was baptized, but I was very young. It was a Catholic baptism, so it was the whole little sprinkle. And then as I got older, I decided to venture out on my own and get myself fully baptized. And what an experience that was! It was a totally like a 360-degree attitude change. Like, I don't know, something about the actual dunking of being in the water and having a baptism. It's amazing.
I can relate. But I'm currently, I still feel like I'm still just like a baby, in Christ. I'm just finding my way through all this stuff. And all you can do really is just give it to them and look what's happening. I mean, I'm here talking with you guys because people are interested in my story because God is working in my life. And I truly believe that. That's the only reason I'm here. So.
And now you're here on the show with
right.
us. I am
and
so
I'm gonna be on a lot more shows, and I don't mean just podcasts. I mean, like, we're gonna make a splash. These knuckles are gonna make an imprint in the sport, and I'm gonna be remembered. I promise you that.
Have you taken a look at your opponent, who you're fighting?
I have. I can't. They haven't let me release it yet. So, but it's a good. I feel like it's a great matchup for me. I feel like it's also a great matchup for him. It's a great matchup for the fans, is what it is. It's the classic. I've got the reach and the height advantage, and he's got the power and the trickiness. I'm gonna enjoy it. I know that. I can't wait.
So, what made you get into fighting? What encouraged you or inspired you?
I've been fighting my whole life, really. It just it was that part of it. Like I said, you're going to start paying me to do something I would have done just to show two people that I am dominant over this other one person. I would have done it in a crowd of two, just like I would in a crowd of 20,000. I don't care. I literally, like a lot of people say, I love to fight. I don't. You win, lose, or draw. It's the experience when you're in there, feeling that ebb and flow between. Only those two men in there can share that. Like, no one else can. Each experience is different. Each fight's different. It's like you hear a lot of people say it's like a dance. It really is like a dance. And you come to respect your dancing partner in the midst of the dance and figure out who's going to lead. I love it. I can't wait to get my hands on somebody.
I know, I'm so excited.
I can't wait to release who it is too, because he's very well known. Very well known.
Get out. Okay. Well, can you slide me a hint?
She's gonna start throwing out guesses.
I'm like, can we just have a little?
I can give you one hint. Bellator veteran. Bellator veteran. That's all I can say, and that could be, obviously, it could still be anybody, but that's all I can give you right now.
Oh, are we talking about? No. Are we talking about Shannon?
You can't say.
Oh,
I can't. I literally. That's all I can tell you is he's a Bellator veteran.
All right. Just okay. I think I have an idea.
Featured in the last couple years in a big time fight for Bellator, in the last few years.
Oh, I bet you Steve knows. Look, he said DM. Oh, DM is open. Yeah. FYI. Oh, yes. Yeah. Steve said the DM is open. So, nobody would have to know if you just slide a message through.
Yeah, like I said, if my manager gave me the go ahead, I would be plastering it all over all my social media platforms. But right now I'm having to stay. He has not. I have confirmed my side of the contract. I'm waiting on their side.
Okay.
But supposedly when it was offered to me, they were already in. It was just semantics. So
okay.
But I just haven't gotten any confirmation back, so I can't say.
Okay, I can respect that, and that's honorable. I think that's honorable.
Guys, I'll let you guys be the first to know. I'll let you guys drop it. How about that?
Yes, that would be awesome. Oh my gosh! So you are training out of what gym are you training out of, and where are you located?
I'm I live in Harriman, Tennessee, which is about 15 minutes from Oak Ridge, which is the atomic city where the Manhattan Project took place. Right in the heart of East Tennessee, right outside Knoxville.
Well, I'll tell. Okay.
We got family down in Tennessee.
Yeah, we have family. I lived in Memphis for a little while, so every now and then I have a little kind of accent.
That's quite removed from East Tennessee, but I definitely we share a lot of the same traits still. Yeah, in the way we talk and a lot of the things.
And that was the first time I ever went to. It was I will never forget the name, Captain Bilbo.
What's up, Joseph? I see you watching.
Yes. Captain Bilbo. It was the first place that I actually had crawfish. I've never had crawfish a day in my life. And the woman was like, just make sure you don't eat the ones that are real curled.
I don't eat no fish. Zero. Nothing that swims in the water. Nothing.
No fish. What do you eat?
Steak, chicken.
There we go.
Steak and okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's get on the steak thing. I have to ask your opinion. My son and I were talking about steak. As of late, I don't know if it's certain types of beef or what they're doing to the beef. I don't know, but it upsets our stomach. And so we have decided to go with
some Wagyu.
Oh.
Wagyu.
If you can find it.
The beef. It's the quality.
Yeah, I seriously think the quality of our beef has gone.
I tend to agree because I eat it, so I feel like that's definitely now. There's definitely certain. I'm not going to give anybody any shout outs because they're not my sponsor, but there's a couple of places I've found that have some really good stuff. But there's a lot that are just like a little bit.
Well, you're gonna have to tell in my DM.
I will.
Who it
I'll
is.
do that.
I'll do that. Good quality steak because I tell you, I'm about ready to buy half a cow and have it done myself because I don't know what the hell they're doing with it. And then the other thing, it's like the beef turns really fast. You get it that night. If you don't cook it that night, the next day it's turning brown. It's like, what the hell?
If it's not for, it's like it. The only time it stays looking right is when they die, and you don't want that either. So,
yes. So I would definitely like the 411 on what you know about beef because I love
also buffalo or bison is awesome. I don't really like the flavor of it as much as I do steak and stuff like that, but I do. There's definitely benefits to eating it. It's some good stuff.
I have one up on you. Have you had ostrich?
I have not. No.
Okay. Ostrich is if you could find yourself a local meat market and ask them about it. It is the leanest. It's leaner than bison, and it tastes so amazing. You think ostrich like bird? Okay, chicken. No, it doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like steak.
It tastes like a really good steak.
Oh yeah, it is.
Really?
I mean, it is so good. So
is it saltier or sweeter?
I would say that it's more on the saltier side. So it's not on the sweeter side.
Okay, so it's kind of like venison in a way, but not gamey. Sounds like.
Yeah. There's no game to it at all.
Right. Yeah, venison's hard to get that gamey taste out of. You got to really put the work to it. But
I made some spaghetti with venison, and I just don't like it. I don't like.
Sometimes I guess I feel like it depends on the part.
That's true. That's true.
But, right. I use Italian seasoning whenever I marinate my venison. You use just Italian dressing, basically. Yes. Just pour it in there and let it sit. It takes that gamey taste right out of it, and then you can fry it up like stir fry.
I've heard about that. Oh my gosh, you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
But
I'm putting off dinner, waiting on just to be on the podcast. So I'm going to be smashing whenever I get off here.
Okay, wait. What are you eating?
Tonight we're having pizza because it's Friday night, and we're gonna watch the PFL after I get off, and then prepare for watch the UFC fights tomorrow, and then back to training again. So it's kind of my cheat day today.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you got that. That's why Friday's the perfect day. That's when I just hang out and chill and play video games, whatever we want to do. You know what I mean?
We are echoing, and I'm not
Really?
sure why.
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, good. I was like, maybe there's something wrong, but I'm echoing for some reason. I don't know how to fix it. I'm new to this roadcaster thing, even though I've had it since December. I still don't know how to use the damn thing.
Well, you guys seem like you got a pretty good thing going. You got a nice setup. You guys are kicking it. I mean, I'm digging it.
We have the next show we have two big shows that are coming up. We have the Mother's Day female podcast, and then we have the Alpha Male Father's Day podcast, which I'm super stoked about. We've got some big names on those two shows.
Awesome. I'll have to tune in.
Yes.
Definitely.
And then we're going to every month I try to get one veteran a month or twice on the show, because I have a huge heart when it comes to.
Oh, I would love. You guys should definitely get if I could talk him into it, you should get my uncle on here sometime. He's a Desert Storm vet, Iraqi war vet. He's been deployed I don't know how many times. My entire family is basically all in the military, so we're lit up with veterans over here. I was gonna go into the service, but I was, like I said, I was obese coming out of high school, so that prevented me from doing that at the time.
So what else do you have a hobby? Do you like to
Yeah, I hang out with my family as much as I can. Me and my nephews play basketball. Also, I'm a avid. I play video games. I'm a Call of Duty guy. I basically only play one game ever. So
I was over at my neighbor's across the way, Andrew, and he was and he had the headphones on, talking to somebody. Yo, bro, no, don't do that. Wait, I was like, wait, what are you doing? I thought he was on the phone.
You gotta have your headset. You gotta have all your stuff, or you're gonna just get dumped on. You can't have that.
You just having this conversation. I'm like, this is the funniest shit I've ever heard. Now you got me, and I hate video games.
Yeah,
and
she
now,
cannot stand
yeah, I can't stand video games. And now all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, Call of Duty. Okay, I might want to try that. And it's a shooting game, and I'm a firearms instructor.
Trust me, if you have a military background or anything like that, you will instantly be enthralled with this game, because there's so many attachments, different varieties of ways that you can play the game. And it's the most realistic warfare game, in my opinion, like a battle royale that you can get. And I play it like I was really in the game, so I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? Just like in a fight, I'm trying to strategically find my way through it in the best, most effective way all the time.
I wonder what happens when you beat the game. I wonder if anybody's ever beaten the game. Can you beat the game?
I mean, I've won a bunch of times, but you just load back in and play it again.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I thought those games were like endless, but I didn't know if there was.
Like I said, it's pretty much you win that one particular battle, and then you just go back and fight again. It's just and then they try to refresh it and change up the maps and all the different things. It's like my one thing that I hold on to from being a kid. I guess like Mario. We all probably played Mario and that kind of stuff, and it just stuck with me.
I want to ask you about our poll question, which is interesting because I don't know how much. Let's see, Pearl Gonzalez from Chicago.
Yeah, I heard about her signing with the big KFC today.
Yes, and so I've known her since she was at Combat Doe here in Cicero, Illinois, and oh wow, has she changed a lot? I was like, whoa, little Pearl Gonzalez.
She's dangerous and she is gorgeous. Like, she's the total package, man. Wow. Like, I'm excited to see what's coming from her.
Did you see the one little fight that she was, I don't know, I think it was her that was dressed in a panda suit and her friend was dressed as like, I don't know, freaking a pony or something.
Yeah, how can you not watch? How can you not watch?
They were in their lingerie. I'm like, every guy in America is watching this right now. That's pretty bold shit. But the poll question, should Pearl Gonzalez fight Paige Van Zandt for her BKFC debut? What do you think?
What do I think? Honestly, I feel like Paige should fight of someone who's already had their feet wet in the BKFC. Maybe like Jenny Savage or I don't know. Britain Hart's already beat her, so I mean I don't know. There's so many interesting new matchups coming in, so many new signees and stuff. It's kind of hard to say. But Pearl is a big enough name, I guess. If you're going to throw somebody in there with Paige, you better have some star power to back it up, and she would be a good little firecracker to set off.
Oh, she's a firecracker, all right.
Like I said, that would definitely sell. We all know that people would be tuning in to see that fight for many reasons. For many reasons.
Hands down, I would think so. I know I would. I want to see a good girl fight. Who do you think would win? I think Pearl.
I'm going to have to go with Paige. I was kind of shocked that she, and I'm a Britain Hart fan because she's kind of from the same local circuit that I grew up around. So like Southern Virginia and that area. But she put the work to her. But I think Paige definitely learned something from that. And whoever she does face is probably going to have their hands full. She started putting it together in the late rounds. If you watch that fight, she started putting it together, and she started getting more comfortable. And somebody like that's not going to just stop there. She's going to progress from that.
Yeah, and especially with Pearl moving all the way to New York, I'm like, damn, she just uprooted, moved to New York.
Yeah, she's trying to take it to the next level. Like, look who she's training with. It's not a joke.
Woo! Boy, her fists are gonna be like, they're gonna be
like I had to step my game up too. I'm training now with Alonzo Butler. He's a world-class boxer.
Oh, love it.
There's definitely levels to this stuff, and we can all get better.
So what's it like training with him?
Intimidating. He's a big dude, and he's a powerful dude, and he's an intelligent dude, and he's just got so much going on. You can learn so much from every part of his life. Like, you can just watch him. He's a businessman. He's a father. He's a fighter. He's a coach. He's just he's the epitome of what you want to be. Representing a macho in this macho man society. He's perfect.
Okay, guys. Matthew is on the podcast. Stop calling, okay? I'm just kidding.
Trust me. You can try and tell him all you want to. Try and tell him all you want to.
Don't you hate that if you're going live and then all of a sudden you get like 5 calls like, dude, do you not see me on the internet?
That's
right
why
now?
I posted on my Facebook and stuff like that. Hey, watch the podcast. Don't try to interact with me. I'm doing something right now. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Wait. The other part of your story is did you become friends with an officer? Did this officer change your life? How did I saw an officer?
It's the sheriff. It's the sheriff of Roane County. Not a huge influence on me. Like you got to think about the mindset I was in after over 2 years incarcerated outside, like washing their police cars and just feeling like you're they don't give you any appreciation. No one's even sees you. You're just there as a tool for them to use and abuse. And this guy, gets out of his, sheriff's Tahoe and he walks by and stops me to ask me how my day is going and if there's anything he can do for me. This is the sheriff of the county I'm incarcerated in, serving time for the Tennessee Department of Corrections. And I don't know, I just thought that blew me away kind of that he even stopped to talk to me at all, much less, actually he was genuine. And I could see that over interactions over months and months. He continued, like I said, he was just a genuine dude, and he genuinely wanted me to do better than what I'd done. They knew my fight, history. Of course, that you have that. Everybody has that persona of you coming into the facility, so the word travels fast. Oh, this guy's a fighter. So you got people trying to fight me in the facility to make a name for themselves. or all the things that come with that. And so like I said, the officers respected me because of that in a lot of ways, and I kind of kept the pod that I was in line as we all had our role to play. And like I said, he just reached out to me and said, "Hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. This is just a part of your life. This is not who you are. Just use this time to better yourself, and when you get out, use it." And so I keep people like that close to the vest, because without people like that, who knows where certain people would be in their life. And they have programs in Roane County, faith-based programs, educational programs for state inmates, as I was, and they really are there to help you rehabilitate yourself. It's not like most facilities that I'd say a lot of people encounter. They really have no care in the world. They just want to get you to serve your time and get out. They're not trying to help you in any way. But I ended up with the actual job working for the county, which they had to make a provision for me to do that, because I was a convicted felon and you can't work for the county but since I was incarcerated there, they let me actually work for them. So I got a job with the county government while I was incarcerated and got paid while I was incarcerated. So it was definitely helped my situation. I got to pay and get my license back, pay off all my fines and court costs, and then I got out and I still had money. So I bought a vehicle, and it helped me catapult me towards where I'm at now.
I feel
like everybody should do that, or every
rehabilitation, and I mean, like, if you start treating people like humans, you'll
Yeah,
see.
and that's really what it was. That facility was unlike any other place I ever had served time. Like I said, most of the COs and the sergeants, all the way up to the sheriff. Like I said, it starts at the top, and I believe that's why that facility is the way it is, because of that man. And there's also a woman named Lieutenant Moretta McNichol, who was the program director, and she basically brought all these different people together to help us. And she was a huge influence as well. She always challenged me constantly. She turned me into a mentor for several of those programs, and which I never. If you just knew me before, I would have never done that. Like, just crazy. Like talking to you guys even right now, knowing that people are watching this, I would never be able to publicly speak before or do any of this. It's so crazy, the transformation mentally that I've made from who I used to be. It's a blessing. God has been good to me for sure.
God is definitely good. And let me tell you, I don't even know you, and I just want to say I am so proud of you. Like, you are not the typical felon who gets out of jail and then causes more trouble and goes back to jail again, and then you actually.
But this life it grinds at your door every day, and I still to this day am battling certain different aspects of that. You might see someone in public that you knew from that life, and they try to pull you back in some different way, shape, and I just I tell them God loves them, and just keep walking, because that's all I got for them.
There's always a snake. Always a snake. You're doing good.
And they're right and you're standing in the grass. They're right next to you, and that's what I'm saying. You don't. So I just take every day, like literally. I just live my life one day at a time. I don't try to plan for tomorrow, because you don't ever know. You never know.
I thank the sheriff for giving you the time and the opportunity.
That is Sheriff Jack Stockton. That is his name, Jack Stockton. And yes, he should be praised. And he's a humble dude. He would never take credit for any of that. But I told him face to face, man to man, how much he meant to me and the things that he done for me without even realizing he was doing it.
Well, I would love to have him on the show. Always honor our heroes. At some point, sometime, we should talk about having him on the show. If he would come on.
Hey, contact Roane County Sheriff's Office. I'm sure he likes publicity. There's always an election year, right?
There's always an election year, and we always need good sheriffs, because
we ain't getting rid of him down here. I promise you that. Roane County's not stupid. He's a great, like I said, he's a great man, a great representative of the office and of the standards that I believe any public official should hold. So
Yeah, a lot of people are actually that I know have migrated to Tennessee. A lot of people are leaving Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan,
Yep.
and they're all going to Texas, Florida,
More better
Tennessee.
places.
And
we've seen a
what's
big
going to
influx
happen?
of people from New York and Pennsylvania, lots of northern states, and you just see their tags everywhere. So I don't know if they're staying, but they're definitely here.
I know when that whole thing happened last year, there was a lot of New York people that were just up and moving. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was like they had a picture and it was like every other house was moving on this one block. And I'm like, wow.
I
I
couldn't
mean, it
imagine being in that position where you were forced to literally either, basically have no life or leave your life. I mean, that would be a tough decision to make.
how is it? How is it in Tennessee? Is it open?
Yeah,
Are you
it's
guys?
open. We've been open. We basically, maybe for like 2 weeks, there was the governor banned where you couldn't go anywhere in public without a mask on or something like that. But we're stubborn, hard-headed people down here, and nobody wants to be told to wear a mask. You literally would rather die than to be told to do something. So a lot of people, I think, took that option and ran with
Up
it.
here and show everybody that it's okay to take off the mask.
Yeah, basically everywhere I went, there was in the city of Knoxville was the only place that they would turn you away for not having a mask on. Basically every other place completely open.
That's awesome. See, I here we were like there was some non-essential. We were closed down for 2 months, and then he was like slowly
Like 4
opening.
months? It was like
No wonder they left. I mean,
It was
started, like,
awful.
right after my birthday on the 13th, and I think they did like a soft opening or whatever back in April of last year.
Yeah.
Or
And
was
we're
it May or
still
June. Back
we're
in June.
still there. The sheeple still think it's a mandate. There is no
Yeah.
mandate right now. It's like what?
It's
What?
so dumb.
And I had to tell you, living proof. My son has asthma. He has gone the entire year no mask. No mask.
yeah, I've only wore it, like I said, when they make me going in the doctor's office or something like that. I don't ever wear a mask, and I've not had any symptoms of it. I may have carried it or whatever. I don't know, but I've never failed for it. I've took a couple tests, and
And
but
my son.
I just believe the way I grew up, like I said, in the dirt and the grime, your body builds its own immunities, and if I'm a
Yes.
firm believer if you put yourself in situations that are harmful, that it actually strengthens you. So, and I've always believed that germs and all that stuff.
Nobody in my family will be standing in line to go get
No.
that.
Yeah, I'm not getting no vaccine.
We're not. Yeah, we're not doing
I'm
that.
not hating on anybody for getting it if that's what you feel, but I've just heard too many bad versions of that. So
Yeah, I'm hearing that. So I don't know.
Like, do you really trust something that took what, a couple months to make?
Right. Well, they had the
well,
patent.
the whole blood clot thing that's scary for a fighter. You don't want anything to do with that. So
No. And I really hope that the industry does not make you guys get the vaccine.
Yeah.
I really hope that they don't.
if they do, I guess that'll be the end of me because I'm not going to do it regardless. So
Yeah.
I'll take their test to prove I don't have it and all that stuff, and quarantine and do whatever they need me to do to take, because I have no problem with taking precautions to keep other people safe. I have no problem with that, but you're not going to force me to do something that I'm completely against in every way, just to make you feel better. Because I'll do all the other stuff, but I'm not going to take a vaccine for it.
Yeah. No.
That's just dumb.
I just
I'm waiting
can't.
for people to start saying that. You need to take your vaccine.
Oh God, I can't do it. So, do you have any kids? Do you have any pets? I'm like,
I
what
do.
else?
I have two biological daughters, and then I have another daughter that I've basically raised since she was like 1 year old, and she's I'm actually I don't know if you've seen the news story that they done on me, but I have an estranged relationship with my two biological daughters, which they've started talking to me pretty regular now, but it's a slow process, and but it's headed in the right direction. And but I'm very close to my other daughter, Kimbriana. She's a little firecracker. She might be the next generation of world champion female fighter. I'm telling you, she's something else. So, but yeah, and then we have a dog, but it has a funny name. I don't even know if I should even say it. It's funny.
What kind of dog?
She's like a Yorkshire Terrier.
I have a pit bull, a 10-pound min pin that's like she's 15.
Ours is a rescue, but she's special. Like I said, you know how that goes whenever you get. She's like a member of the family for sure.
Okay, I gotta ask this question: do you let your dog sleep on the furniture?
Yes.
See,
she's tiny.
I know.
She does shed. She's tiny. She doesn't bother stuff. So.
I know Yorkies are so cute. The little ones are always yappy, but they're so cute.
Yeah, ours is quite well. If someone knocks on the door that she can't see, she'll freak out. But other than that, she's quiet.
I have no idea why. I think I'm supposed to ask you a question. It says, ask Jake Peacock what Canada just did to him. Oh, is this supposed to be for me, Steve?
I was going to say, I don't know. That must be some kind of inside joke that I don't know about.
It's not a joke. I just had Jake on a few weeks ago. He just fought for Lions fight, so he just had to go back through Canada Customs. So they were requiring him to stay there for 14 days, like in some that he had to pay for a hotel room and the whole thing to quarantine. He's like, no, I know my rights. I'm going home. I will quarantine there for 14 days. And when he left, they told him expect fines and all this stuff to be heading his way.
Wow.
Yeah. So just, as rough as it still is, as stuff still opening up, we still have to deal with things internet.
Man, that's terrible. That's expensive too.
It took him a while just to be able to get his visa. Just to get his visa to come back over to the United States to have the fight for Lions fight. The guy already has to overcome so much, with having the congenital birth defect and everything like that. Just becoming a champion for Lions fighting, and then coming home, you think you get a little bit of a welcome though. We're right back in reality, but that's just how it goes.
So he got stuck in Canada, is what you're saying? He really got stuck? He couldn't leave?
Was it him coming here?
Yeah, he was. No.
No, they let him leave, but they told him like he's going to be expecting a hefty fine because he wouldn't pay to stay in this hotel to quarantine.
I mean, who can afford just 2 weeks of a hotel, with no income, like.
Yeah, why not have them pay for it?
Pay for the hotel room?
Yeah, that's what I thought the government was supposed to be doing, was paying for the hotel, paying for this, paying for that.
If you're going to force me to quarantine, that's what you should be. You should force yourself to pay for it.
Exactly. That's crazy. God, you guys are going to, those who are traveling overseas and having to fly, like I'm nervous to fly right now. I really want to go and travel, but I'm really nervous to fly. I don't want to be forced to wear a mask. I don't want an altercation. I don't want some chick with heels and a skirt to yell at me and tell me like, your mask isn't good enough, because I saw a couple of stories like that. And I'm like, what do you mean the mask isn't good enough? It's a mask on the face that covers the nose. What's wrong with it? You know what I mean? I just don't want to get on a flight and then them tell you, nope, get off the plane and you're stuck.
No, yeah, I think I'll stick to driving for a while.
And actually, you know what? Back in the day, we used to drive all the time, and it's so much fun. Yes, everybody wants it quick. Everybody wants it now. Everybody wants to get there today. But I'm telling you, like, if you plan ahead and be able to like drive, enjoy it. You get to see places. You can stop off. You can, I mean, when I went to Iowa, there was this little store. Okay, there was multiple stores. It's called Come and Go. KUM and Go. And I said, oh my God, there's so many jokes I could totally say about this gas station. So I bought a t-shirt that says Come and Go on it. It is the funniest thing I get so many compliments. They're like, what is that? I'm like, It's a gas station, but most of the time, people are like, "Oh, is that like a porn site?" No,
Yeah.
that's not a porn
Yes,
site.
it is.
Oh my
That's
god!
what it sounds like, though. You could make a bunch of memes from that if you still
Oh,
have
I
pictures
would.
of the logo.
We did, and we totally. I just who came up with that name? And I'm like, Iowa,
Dirty
like this
person.
little Iowa. It's so funny, but yeah, that was a fun trip. We did a documentary for women that were suffering from breast implant illness, which we're still currently working on as we speak. It's in the editing phase, so we're hoping it'll get done soon. But yeah, we traveled and went to people and had interviews and stuff, and it's the best time. We have so much fun.
It's just like if you talk to anybody who's a musician or whatever, traveling is the best part of touring. It's the travel. It's not the show itself. It's the experiences in between all that stuff.
See?
I
Okay,
love
guys,
meeting people.
don't be afraid. Go ahead and get in your car, maskless, and you can drive on the highway and go places.
Right.
Car with the mask on.
Oh, I can't.
There's no words.
I
There's no
swear,
words.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I look to my left. Okay, this lady's wearing a mask. I look to my right. Oh my God, this guy's wearing a mask. What's going
Driving, I see it constantly. Are you guys going to be at the BKFC 17?
on? I will not personally be there, but I will be watching it.
Awesome. I'm going to be there in person. Yeah,
I'm
I look forward to it.
excited
That's
for
going to be Mike Richmond and Marcel Stamps. I think that is going to be such an explosive fight. I look forward to that one big time. Josh Bones, Dylan Kleckler.
Josh
Ooh,
is gonna be a great fight. Oh my God.
Josh is that dude. You know, he can walk in a room full of fighters and everyone takes notice. Like he's that dude. He's not a joke by any means. That is one big dude with some really good skills, man. He's built for bare knuckle, for
And
sure.
He's so intimidating. We had him on the show, and he
He
is
just
like,
moves so well for a big guy.
yeah, and he doesn't play. He comes in, he wants to get the job done. That's it. No questions asked.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to take a shot to give one either, and that's what makes him scary.
And Marine Richmond, oh my gosh, I've been following him for so long. I got him winning that too.
Yeah, Bellator. Yeah,
I still think everyone's sleeping on the Chris Serro Isdula Qatar fight.
Oh well, that's a huge fight too. And Chris Serro is a bad dude, but Kakar is something that maybe nobody knows yet. But they're going to get
nope. That's what I'm saying. That I think that's why that because a lot of people thought Chris was going to win. When his fight when he just fought Josh right before this, so now he's going to be the favorite here. No one really knows who Qatar is, so it's going to be another one of those situations where Chris is really going to have a really tough fight against a guy that he has no upside if he beats him.
Right.
I am so excited for this I'm so excited. Friday is
it's a big card. There's no female fights is the only thing that kind of sucks. I got kind of used to being a staple of BKFC. Good female card fight on there, and we don't have one this time, but they're definitely making up for it with some big time matchups. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think the matchups are getting so much better now. I mean,
as the sport grows, of course, they're going to bring in bigger and better names. I'm still mind blown and fortunate just to be a part of any of this because, like the star power is getting so bright up there now that it's going to be hard for guys like me to get in. I'm thankful I went to tryouts and I'm getting a shot.
So what do you think about everybody crossing over? And I shouldn't say everybody, but a majority of people or fighters are coming over to BK. What do you think about that?
I feel like that they're not. If you look at the overall numbers, like I feel like that really they're not coming over. Like you're getting some, but I think it's people that were already inclined for this type of fighting, like people that liked clinching and liked that kind of that style of stuff. And didn't want to go to the ground, didn't want to do all that. We want to fight. I want to fight. That's why I'm here. I just want to fight. And I think those are the kind of guys we're getting. So you're not going to get maybe as much star power, but you're going to get a real fire fight and really something for the fans. And that's what's going to grow the sport, to then have them be able to pay these big name people to come in and sell tickets or whatever they're trying to accomplish. But
You got quite the fan club over here. We got Michael Wesley saying, "Oh, what's up, fam?" We got Derek Marlowe Friels. He says, "Congrats, Strickland, kick some ass." I'm really excited. Look at all
these are all people. These are all people from the local community that, like I said, they grew up around here. They know I've been fighting my whole life, and it's just now I'm just kind of getting a little bit of recognition for it, and I appreciate y'all's love and support. I'll tell you that much, because this local community is absolutely just waiting for me to explode on the scene, and whenever I do, it's going to be big. You watch.
Well, I'm excited. Tell us again what date you're fighting?
June 26th.
And of course, we don't know who you're fighting, but I have a good guess. And hopefully I'm right, because I'm never right about anything, but I hope I'm right about this. I have a really good feeling I'm right about this one. So I'm super excited.
You're right.
I know. I'm going to be like, oh,
It shouldn't be too long. And maybe this will push them to go ahead and confirm. Maybe this little bit of publicity too will push them to go ahead and be like, all right, let's tell everybody who it is.
Come on. We want to know. Bring yourself out. We want to see you.
I'm thinking a lot of times, if you'll watch the kind of industry standard, a couple months out of the fight, they will release it. So maybe the 26th will be the day.
Yeah, I want to know now. I want to.
I do. I want to tell people. I want this guy to confirm, so I can start telling him how bad he made a bad decision.
Oh, okay. So Michael said, "Oh, Michael, I love that. Give me guys and girls that give me 110% and build new stars in the sport. I don't need any more Connor fights."
See, that's what I'm saying. That we want. I feel like the fans are yearning for real. Like, look at Gamebred. Look at Jorge Masvidal. The reason he's there is because he's a real dude. He doesn't have to win every fight, but he gives his heart every time he goes out there. He just wants to put on a show for the fans. He's not trying to win by points. He's not trying to look good. He's just trying to be whatever the most effective thing to finish that guy. That's what he's wanting. He wants to fight. And that's where a lot of people don't relate to fighters, because they're not that kind of fighter. They're trying to point and make it look good and get the judges to agree that they won the fight. But that doesn't mean that you're a fighter or a better fighter. You can be a martial artist without having that dog in you. But I feel like the fans yearn for that dog, and they look for those guys that carry that with them. It doesn't matter. Just like Chris Sorrow, he got blasted by Josh. But he's right back because he's got that dog in him. You're not going to knock him down and have him be like, okay, he took my shine, so I'm just going to quit. He's going to come right back and he's going to fight to the death, and that's what people are looking for. Those are I feel like that's what the BKFC needs, and I feel like that's what's going to help them grow. Mike Richmond has got that dog in him, and he's got that star power. Watch what he does. Watch.
He does. Ryan, we just have Ryan Jones on, and
he's a big dude. See, people, I love that those guys like that are getting marketed now, because that means I have a shot. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I hope I wish Ryan all the best. He's I met him at the tryouts, and he was real cool dude, just down to earth. Came and talked to me, took pictures, all that stuff. He's a real cool dude, and I feel like he's gonna be trouble for some people.
I think you guys are all going to be some trouble. I'm like this. Look, I am more okay. So I have a little bias. I've been in MMA. I'm sorry, my sinuses, but I've been in MMA for a while, for a long time, and that I've always, when bare knuckle came out some time ago, and originally, like, I don't know, it was like a little circle, and you had to stay in the circle, and I don't know. BKB, that's what it was. And it was so exciting. But I am really awesomely excited about BKFC. I really am. Like, I cannot.
David Feldman has that passion. Like, you have the passion for your podcast. Like, I have a passion to fight. Like, Kobe Bryant had the passion to play basketball. David Feldman has like this burning something inside him that is making him push the BKFC, like, or just I feel like he's building a sport, not just this organization. Like the fact that he's brought this back, it's blowing up everywhere. It's not just, you're starting to hear about Masvidal's got a bare knuckle MMA promotion coming out. Jason Reinhardt, UFC veteran, he's got a bare knuckle MMA promotion coming out. This is happening because David had the balls to say, hey, look, this is how fighting was meant to be to begin with. This is what prize fighting was. This is what I feel like it is. And he brought it back, and that we can all only say thank you to him for that, because without that, I wouldn't be here. That's for sure. I was done with fighting until BKFC came along. So
eventually we'll be traveling to do some of the events with BK.
I hope so. I hope to see you there.
I would like to have the podcast there and do the events. I'm so excited about the organization, period, that I want to be there every Friday or every time they have a fight. I want to be there.
They have great matchmaker, Nate Shook. Like I said, they put a good team together to do exactly what they're meant to do and find good matchups for the fans and execute them to where we can all take part and see it and enjoy it.
So where do you see yourself after this? After you're done fighting, what do you want to do?
Well, I have plans to own my own construction company at some point. I already like subcontract, so I kind of already do, but it's just not it's not at the level that I would like it to be right now. But and just invest some of my earnings and enjoy my family, and that's about it. And I always working with the younger guys. I'm 38 years old. So like I said, there's a lot of reasons that I shouldn't be here, but God made sure I am here. And so I'm going to make the best of it. And I try to pass along whatever knowledge that's been handed down to me and help the next generation for sure.
I like that about you. A lot of, I've seen some fighters like completely, they're not humble anymore. When I first met them, they were super humble and they were willing to offer their help to others. And then they progressed, made it into the big leagues, and then they forgot about all the little people.
See, I looked up to people like Bobo Bannon. He made a name. He popped off on Mike Kyle, and he got his shot, and he took a couple of L's. But the dude is just an inspiration. He's a hardworking dude, a family man, a God-fearing man. And that's really, to me, I could care less about all the accolades and all that stuff. I like to do this. And so if they're going to pay me to do it, absolutely I'll do it. And all this other stuff is just extra. But at the end of the day, you've just got, like you're sitting there with your boy, because that's what matters. That's really, at the end of the day, that's what matters. When you turn all the lights off and all the cameras go off and the mics are turned off, you got your family and you got the people that you care about and the people that you love. And that's all that really matters. You're not going to be pulling a U-Haul behind the hearse. You can't take anything with you. So all that stuff really doesn't matter. It's about the relationships and the love that we got for each other. That's really all I care about.
And check it. You're the only mother-son podcast.
You guys definitely rocking it. You guys got your stuff together. I enjoy being on, and I'm glad you guys had me on. And
I can hear your growling at this particular moment.
You can.
My food is about ready.
Yes,
I know how
ma'am.
hungry the Southern boys get, so I know.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
tell us how everybody can find you on all your social media outlets. I know I kind of stalked you. I was finding them.
Matthew Stretch Strickland on Instagram, Matthew Stretch Strickland on Facebook, and Stretch_Matthew on Twitter.
Yes. Thank you so much for you coming on. I am so excited. Thank you for sharing your story. We would love to have you back on again.
I'll be happy to. Like I said, maybe I could get my uncle to come on with me, and you guys can get him to bear some of his soul on here, because I'm telling you, he has to have stories. I try to get him to leak some of it out to me every time I get around him, but he's an amazing dude with a big story too.
Give him a little spotlight. I love
Walter
it.
Scarborough. Gosh, I don't know his rank. Oh gosh, it's very up there though. He was pretty prominent. So
wow. Well, if he wants to come on, let me know. Just send me a
I'll
message.
do that. I will definitely let you know. I'll link you guys up.
Okay. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. Relax
I'm
a
gonna go
little.
smash some pizza. You guys have a great night, and I
You
enjoyed it. Bye bye.
Bye bye. I was hoping he was gonna do the y'all come back now. You hear?
No, they don't do that anymore.
Wait
They
a minute.
don't
Okay,
do
wait a
that
minute.
anymore.
Time out. When I lived in Memphis, Tennessee, I heard that a lot. Y'all
Well,
come back
that
now.
was
You hear?
back in like when was that? When was that? Like 20 years
I
ago?
don't know. I was like a junior in
They've
high
come up
school.
with the times.
I think I was a junior. Yeah, I was a junior in high school, and it was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Oh
That was
man,
a long time.
look, I
Don't say
like.
that no more.
Look, I want me a cowboy hat. A cow. What's
A
time out?
10-gallon
I
hat.
want a
I want a 10-gallon.
cowgirl hat.
Give me a
You know, one of
10-gallon
the
hat.
custom ones with the brim and the sexy little, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I want that
Oh.
hat. Those are sexy and they're amazing. All I have to do is put all my guns on myself and get myself all jazzed with my cowboy hat,
I just want one
cowgirl
of those,
hat.
you know, I don't know if they're from Texas or not, but I always just assume they're from Texas. The 10-gallon hat. That's what I want. I want one of those so that I could just stuff stuff in there like food or whatever, like a squirrel.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you mean like one of those. It's like a giant hat. I can't remember what it is.
A sombrero?
No, it's not a sombrero.
Oh,
But
because those are pretty big. That's what
no.
she said. Anyway, I don't know if our second guest is on, but I believe, let me see if I can check the message. I believe he is currently being weighed in as his fight, I believe, is tomorrow. Let me tell you, okay, Cory hit me up on the show page. And Steve can testify to this. Steve was like, "Hey, you got a message," because he's an admin on my page, and so he's like, "Hey, you got a message." I go to check it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've already talked to this guy," and so Steve's like, "You did?" I said, "Yeah, I got him booked for this Friday," and he's like, "Oh, okay." We really want to ask him about his name, and I'm not gonna say it till he comes on. Is he on?
He's not on yet.
So he hasn't said anything. So let me put on here. We are ready for you. But okay, I'm gonna say it. His nickname is Hello Kitty. I can't. I want to know. Meow. Does it meow? No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah. Steve and I were having the conversation. I'm like, Hello Kitty. Okay, well, we really want to know how he got that name.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, he is.
Nickname.
All right,
Hello.
he's in the back now.
All right,
So if you want
Cory.
to introduce him,
Yeah.
go ahead. Bye.
Okay. Cory HelloKitty Jones is joining us now, and I think Dustin has decided to take a bathroom break, but that's okay. Owner of Pitbulls MMA Academy. Hey, how are you, Cory?
Pretty good, you guys.
Are you driving?
Do what?
Are you driving, Cory?
No, I'm not driving. I'm in the back seat.
Oh, you're in the back seat? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're new to A2D Radio. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Cory HelloKitty Jones. I am an amateur 115, 25, 35, and 45 pound fighter. I fight out of Peoria, Illinois. Owner of Pitbulls MMA Academy.
Hey, did you
I'm 30 years old.
You're in Illinois.
Well, I'm actually in Missouri right now, but yes, I live in Peoria, Illinois.
I didn't know you were in Peoria. That's like 2 hours away from
Yep, most definitely. Yeah, I'm in Missouri. I fight tomorrow in Brookfield, Missouri, for the Knuckled Up Promotions bantamweight title against somebody that I'm tied 1-1 against, and we really hate each other. So like, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll make the drive. I'll make the drive down to Missouri. I'll take the drive down to Brooklyn for the fights, and I actually started my weight cut 2 months ago. I dropped like 70 pounds for this fight.
Oh my God. What? That's a lot. You think you're going to be able to fight at that weight?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to. I already made weight, already replenishing, rehydrating.
Wow. You better go and get you a
So I just got done eating. I just got done from being at a Chinese buffet.
Oh no, I hope
I went to the buffet right next door.
Oh, that's bad. Chinese food. Okay. Well, now we know what you ate. Hey, I got a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
You did hear that
It-
Pearl Gonzalez is signed up with BKFC, right?
yeah.
And so we are asking, do you think she should be paired up and fight Paige Van Zandt?
I think she should. That'd be a good fight.
Who you got? Who you think would win that fight?
Paige Van Zandt is one of my favorite female fighters of all time, so I'd have to go with her.
Uh-oh. Now why is she your favorite?
She's entertaining, and like she's she shows it, she makes it not look like us fighters are normal human beings, but like she sets good examples. I think she sets good examples.
She's a little firecracker. There's a lot of firecrackers
Yeah,
coming.
yeah,
But
yeah.
so you're the owner of Pitbulls MMA Academy,
Yep.
and let's see, and you fight tomorrow. Are you excited? So your opponent. So you guys don't get along. So how did that start? How did that come about?
Well, I moved to Missouri back in 2014. I lived there until about 2018-ish, I think. And me and this kid were teammates at the time. And what happened was me and him fought one good time when we were teammates because his opponent backed up and they asked me what my weight was. And I ended up being the same weight as he was. And I refused to hit teammates. I can't do it. It's not in me to. So we went in there and grappled for 2 whole rounds. The referee called it in the second round because my opponent didn't want to listen. My old teammate didn't want to listen to me when I told him to answer the phone because I was trying to help him with his jiu-jitsu. So I was trying to train him while we were fighting. And so it was one of those things I was trying to teach him while we were fighting, and he didn't want to listen to me. Instead of listening to me, he started hammer fist, and the referee called it when I was applying pressure to the choke, and I wasn't defending myself. So, and then we became better enemies, and then October 10th of 2016, we fought again in St. Joseph, Missouri, and I knocked him out in the very first round within a minute and 32 seconds of the first round. And we weren't even teammates. And then I told him that there had to be a third fight, between us to determine who who really was better and everything like that. So that's what I did, and he was refusing to fight me. And the only time he's ever tried to fight me so far is when I'm injured or sick. So, and they finally got him to agree to fight me, and they made it for a title. That's the only way he would fight me. It was for a title fight.
Oh boy, this should be good. 2
It's
rivals.
also on paper. It's also on pay-per-view. If you go to the Knuckled Up Promotions Facebook page, they have a $15 link up on their Facebook page to watch it. This is a fight you don't want to miss. Like it's either ending in the first round or it's going all 5 rounds.
Yeah.
We want you to beat him up a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. I know. Just
Like I said, it's gonna be a first round knockout or a second round submission, and if neither one of those two happen, it's gonna end up going to the judges' scorecard.
all right. I gotta ask. Okay, you got the lime green hair. Where did Hello Kitty come from?
So I have a tattoo on my chest of a pit bull with tribal, and I got that back in 2014. And everybody swears up and down it looks like a demonic Hello Kitty. So like I'd be at like a bar or something, or out in public, and people were like, "Hey, you're the guy with the Hello Kitty tattoo on your chest, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me, but that's not what it is." And so like people just started yelling Hello Kitty at the fights, and it just kind of stuck.
I love how they come up with the
So
names for you guys. All right, the lime green hair. That's a conversation piece.
Yeah.
Why lime?
so there's a reason behind why I fight. I don't fight for the belts, the money, the fame, the glory, none of that. I like to raise awareness for things, and so like whether it may be like cancer, autism, bullying, whatever it may be, I raise awareness for it, and I usually take suggestions for each fight, and whichever one gets the most sayings what I'll do is I'll go to like Google or something and check and see what the ribbon color is for that and what it supports, and then like I post it on Facebook, which I've been in Facebook jail for 30 days, so I can't post anything about it. But this deals with like it deals with like children like neglect, PTSD, and other stuff. I think one of them is like muscular dystrophy, postpartum depression, and so like I went lime green because I was asked to go with that color.
Hey. So you like to do a lot of charity stuff. So you're interested. You're good. You want to give back, is what you like.
Yes. Yep.
You're such
And
a
that's why I fight. And that's why I fight. And I'm a my gym is not for profit. The gym is the same thing. We raise awareness for stuff. We're trying to make our community a better place. Get the young teenagers, young children, and young adults off the street, put the guns down, stay away from the gang violence and stuff like that too. So like, I don't just do it as a personal fighter. I do it as a gym owner and a trainer as well.
That's amazing.
Like a way of giving back and raising awareness.
How long have you had
The
your
what?
How long have you had your gym?
I originally started back in 2012, and then I moved to Missouri, so I closed it down in 2014, and then I just reopened it back up again 3 months ago. 4 months ago. 4 months ago. Yeah,
Good.
4 months ago.
Good for you. It's always good to have something on the side besides fighting. A lot of the guys, like in the beginning, a lot of the guys needed to learn how to brand themselves. So that's where I came in. I was helping them brand themselves, market them, promote themselves. Um, and that was pretty exciting. Now it's like they have so many more opportunities because on social media we didn't have live video, we didn't have all of these video options, and now you guys can really blow up now because there's video, there's all kinds of outlets for you guys now.
Yes.
So are you looking for sponsors?
I'm always looking for sponsors, whether for myself or my gym or even my students that do fight. I'm always looking for sponsors. I mean, like I said, I don't do any of it for the money, none of that. So like, I mean, sponsorships help out a lot, but like, I don't. I mean, if there's anybody that wants to sponsor me or the gym, they can hit my Facebook up, whatever. My fan page, Cory HelloKitty Jones on Facebook. The Pitbulls of the Academy page on Facebook. The Instagram Facebooks that we have, or the Instagram pages we have as well. Um, so I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for sponsors. It's good. I'd like to also help support, businesses and stuff too. So like, I love advertising. So
So what are you gonna do the rest of the night? You got through the weigh-in. Now you got your fight tomorrow. So how do you tell the audience how you prepare for your fight the night before?
so what you do? So I mean, the night before fights, after I weigh in, I usually go replenish, rehydrate. Game plan for a few hours. Actually shower, then game plan, then I go to bed and sleep all night long. Cause like
Rest is important.
I mean, weight. I've been cutting weight for about 2 months now, and
Wait, say
No,
say
you're
one more time?
frozen.
exhausted because of the weight cut, and so I'm just gonna sit around and chill the rest of the night.
So my question is, what do you get to eat like tonight for tomorrow? That's gonna help you, perform your best. What do you get?
I think you guys are having technical difficulties. I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear me now? I think it might be your reception.
I can't hear you guys.
You hear me?
I think it might be your reception, hun. How?
Is it us or is it?
I can't hear you guys.
Uh-oh, Steve, you're the
It might.
technical
I
guy. I
think
don't
it's
know anything
us.
about
I
technical
think it's.
stuff.
I think it's us.
Hello?
I mean, Steve, we're frozen.
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys.
Hold on 1 second here. Hold on. Give me a minute. Uno momento.
What happened?
Steve, why are we freezing? He can't hear us.
I
Wait,
Can you hear
can't
now?
hear you guys.
See, when you start moving, then you move to a dead zone and you blink out and then I guess we blink out. So you got to find a spot where you get
I can't hear you guys.
we're going to start doing sign language like, yeah. Steve.
I
Steve.
don't think Steve can hear us either.
What? It can't be us. I mean, everything's working. What's going on?
Why am I-
Steve?
I got low bars.
I don't say it's working. I hear
Yeah.
both of you.
Yeah, I think he's in a little pocket of deadness. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us now?
See, you're in a part of I don't know, you're not getting very good reception because you're freezing. Can you hear us now?
Hello. I think it's under my name. The fights for Brookfield.
He's checking into his hotel, guys.
Huh? Kathleen Davis.
Okay. I just need to call her.
Okay.
She won't-
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody who said that.
He's checking into his hotel. This is kind of exciting. We get to see what he does. What else are you gonna do?
We're getting, like,
Can you hear us? Hello?
this hotel's got horrible.
Hello? Can you hear? I think you're in a dead zone, dude.
Huh?
You're like, yeah,
That's what last I knew they were.
yeah, you're going through like a dead patch, man. Can you hear us? Hello. Hello. Okay, I think we're going to lose him.
This is Shreya.
Can you
We have one question.
Well, guys, that was Cory. That was Cory
I think he'll be
HelloKitty.
back.
Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah.
He was in his hotel. So sometimes when you're in the lobby, you can get a dead zone. I've had that happen to me quite a few times. So sometimes your phone doesn't switch over to like their service. I don't know. It's just weird. Everything's been kind of wonky with the communication systems as of late, as I've been hearing different outages with internet and cell phones and weird things. And Canada lost their communication for a few days. It's weird. So it happens. Anyway, but that was Cory, and he's getting ready to fight, and he just finished up with the weigh-ins. And I'm very nasally today. I don't know what's going on with my sinuses and allergies. I have to tell you, I didn't even talk about Pat's powder. Oh my God. Black oxygen, you guys. Let me tell you, I'm going to give it a little bit of my testimony. I was starting to come down with like a cold. And so I started upping the dosage of the black oxygen. And I swear within 24 hours, I felt so much better. And I didn't have to take Dayquil or NyQuil or any of that other garbage that they tell you to take when you're sick. I took this and it replenishes all my minerals and different things that I'm missing. Black oxygen is where it's at. If you're an athlete, I would suggest you look up black oxygen or reach out to Pat Miletich, who is a UFC legend and a good friend of mine. He's helped me out a lot. And the longer that you take the black oxygen, the better you are over a period of time and you start to feel better. So it's a progressive feel better. I'm checking to see if you guys are. Hey, Brian. Yeah, Steve said he'll take Pearl. Sorry, Cory. Pearl over Paige. I don't know. That's gonna. I definitely Pearl. Pearl's my girl. Maybe it's just because I'm biased and she's from Chicago. We're Chicago girls, but she can fight. She's ready. I'm pretty excited for her. I'm like, but damn, to read that she just uprooted, packed up all her shit, and moved to New York was like, what? Wow. Yeah, exactly. But see, the Serrano sisters are there, and she's gonna tighten up some of her techniques
Okay.
and stuff with the girls. But I wouldn't want to live in New York right now. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
not
a
right now.
huge step, but maybe it's different for athletes. Maybe it's different for celebrities. I don't know. But I wouldn't want to be in New York. So we wish her the best in New York. Hi, Steve.
What
yeah,
up?
I think we lost Cory. Cory's in
Yeah.
a bad part of the hotel, so that's okay. But he did.
I'll let you know if he comes back.
We got his, social media sites. He's got the nonprofit. He's got his gym. You guys check him out. So he gave you all the information. Plus, we have all the links attached to the show as well. So, Steve,
Absolutely.
huh?
I said absolutely.
And by the way, guys, I'm looking for people to be on the sex show. Okay. We're going to be adults and we're going to talk about sex and relationships and stuff like that. I think it's important to talk about. And it's going to be fun. I'm thinking about having one of the girls who sells themes that could make themes of interest for people. I think it's fun.
As she's too embarrassed to
I know.
say
I got okay.
only
listen.
fans,
No, but
stuff
listen,
like
yeah.
that.
But Steve, check it out. Why is it I got all the guys? The guys are dying to get on the show, but why are the women not wanting to come on to talk about sex? Why?
Women would be more.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. No.
I mean, we're all adults. There's no shame in the game, but we're not talking about porn and stuff like that, but we're talking about like relationship, sexual themes.
Well, reach back out to Pearl. You just said you used to have her on. She started at her own little site like that.
Lingerie and showing her booty and her boobies. I mean, she got no problem. And the other girl that we had on some time ago, we need to get some more girls on the show. Yeah. She sent me a link. She's like, hey, if you sign up under my link. And I'm like, I really want to do it, but I'm a mom and a grandma. And what am I going to do on OnlyFans?
You know what you're going to do.
I'm going to show my toes because apparently there's a lot of people out there that like toes. They like
At least
toes.
Harriman does that.
Or they like you to eat and who the fuck wants to watch somebody and listen to somebody eat food?
What do they call that? ASMR or something like that?
Yeah, and 6 figures. Like, really? You're charging $25 to watch me eat? I don't fucking want you to watch me eat. I barely want anybody to watch me eat when I'm at the restaurant. Just saying. I know, right? Like, hey, Steve.
I mean my meatballs. Leave me alone.
Eden, your sister showed us, and I was like, what the hell? I mean, you could be $1 million podcaster doing stupid stuff. I'm like, oh, maybe I should find some kind of thing to like.
They make money eating, like doing food challenges and stuff like that, which I can see.
Oh, that would be cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But just the sound of them eating, like.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Steve, would you do it?
That's weird.
I don't want none of that.
Yeah. I mean, there are some really loud eaters. I'm not gonna lie. There are some really loud, obnoxious eaters. I never paid any attention until my daughter showed me that, and I was like, "What is that?"
That's one thing I can't stand. It's like people who make noises when they eat.
Oh.
Like, my brother used to do that all the time. I'm like, what the fuck is going? What is?
Yeah, my oldest.
Like a dog with peanut butter or something.
Yeah, my oldest forgot what manners were like, and it was smacking. I'm like, is it good? Is it good? Is it really good?
Like, I'll catch myself.
Stop it,
like,
are you eating edibles again, Steve?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, just meatballs.
Dude, check it. Okay, so my girlfriend came over today, and guess what?
Chicken butt. Oh.
We made cookies. Happy
just any
cookies. Happy cookies. And let me tell you, Steve. Okay, so of course I have to taste test, and she wants my opinion.
Oh no.
And so I took 2 bites. 2. I've been talking like 2 like little tiny bites of the cookie.
You hit her hard.
Yeah. I'm chill. I'm
She's-
really chill. And so I told her, I said, well, I kept texting her. I'm like, well, they could be $20. No, I think these are more like 30. And then like another stage kicked in. I was like, no, I think you could probably get $40 a cookie because I mean these are really stronger. This is stronger than last time, and I only had 2 little bites, like a little mice sized bites of it. So I told her, I'm like, well, totally up to you, but these are pretty
Yeah.
potent, and I don't know anybody who could just eat a whole one without feeling a disaster coming ahead. So, but I'm learning like the key of it all is to cook it for longer periods of time, not burn it. Burning it will totally kill it. But if you
Slow
cook it in your crock pot, which is pretty cool because then the whole place smells like,
Oh, that's a horrible smell.
yeah. And
is-
so
It's
it starts with the baking. You bake it and then you put it in the crock pot. And then you have your
Oh.
cheesecloth, and then you put your stick of butter in there and you strain it, and it's really cool process. So I was like, oh, this is so much fun. I
See,
want to do
don't
it.
know I don't know what's worse. The what do you call it? Because there's a jar where you put the butter in the water or whatever.
Yeah.
together. That,
Oh, yeah,
The water stinks.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
you have
worst
to like
part.
poke a hole. You have to poke 2
Yeah.
holes in it, and then you have to like drain the water out of it, but your butter is solid. And by the way, the butter does not stay yellow. It turns green, which is pretty cool. It's pretty
It
interesting, so you
looks-
could
It
tell.
looks nasty. It looks like baby. fart.
Yeah, it's yeah. But then when you eat the little piece of cookie, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Do you
And let me
taste it
tell
in
you,
there? Is it-
huh?
Do you taste it in there? Like,
You
is
can
it overpoweringly?
not. You could tell it's there.
Okay.
You can tell it's there. But she was thinking that, okay, the lemon cookie is not going to be probably the best flavor. It tastes great. I like lemon personally, but it may not be the best flavor. So she's thinking she's going to go back to the chocolate cookie. Right now, she's making chocolate bonbons. And I'm like, really? How do you do that? So she got these silicone molds and stuff like that. I would like to make a Reese's peanut butter cup with peanut butter in the middle, but infused with some happy stuff. And it's funny because sometimes like a cookie will last me an entire month because I just nibble on it if I need it to sleep. So I have a problem. I have an issue with being able to sleep at night. And so like my brain doesn't turn off. It doesn't know how to say, "Okay, Racheal, time to go to sleep."
Yeah,
It
take
doesn't
that-
do that.
Yeah, take that sleepy time.
Yeah. And so yeah, sleepy time tea did not work.
Melatonin.
I tried the sleepy time tea. I've tried melatonin. Maybe I wasn't trying the right melatonin, but I refuse to take drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, and make them richer, which I think they always cause more side effects when you take them anyway. At least that's what I learned when I was sick. So, but anyway, we got these amazing lemon cookies. Dude, I got to tell you, they're so soft and gooey that you want to eat the whole thing, but you have to tell yourself these are really strong, so you can't eat the whole cookie. You can only have a little bit. Now, if you're like a heavyweight
Olympian.
stoner, you could probably get away with doing a whole cookie and not have a problem. You'd be like, hey, I'm feeling good. And then here's the other thing, Steve. I learned that some people can't smoke it, they can't eat it, they get really depressed after they have ingested it or smoked it or whatever. And I've never heard that. And I've heard 3 women tell me, oh no, I can never do that because I get really depressed. I've never noticed that.
That's like
I've
one
never
the
heard of
things
that
make you
before.
Happy. Like,
Yeah. So I'm like, wow. Have you heard of that, Steve?
It's all different for everyone.
Yeah, it's interesting.
there's
But
like a strain or something.
But see, I like to poop on a regular basis, but when you have like pharmaceutical drugs in your system, you have a hard time pooping.
So does-
Okay.
does the weed
Or
help?
diets with no carbs in it,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That'll cause you to be backed up.
you get backed up. Okay. I got to tell you. Okay. Can I tell them this fish story?
Oh god.
Oh my God. It's so funny. Okay. It's so funny. Dustin, God bless his heart. He was working out in the gym, doing his thing. And all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, we smell fish. I was like, it smells like fish. Either somebody had some like sex and didn't wash their sexual organs and like, for days, and that shit just stank. Okay, so we walk by Dustin, and Dustin, we're looking at Dustin, we're like, oh my God, you smell like fish, dude. You smell like fish. And so this went on for a period of how long? Like 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. So he was soaking himself in Epsom salt baths. He was detoxing. Well, no, actually, he didn't get to that part yet, but he was doing Epsom salt baths. He decided to cut out some of his supplements. And so the truth comes, the real story comes out at the end when we were talking to Coach. I'm like, Coach, he's doing everything he possibly can. He just smells like fish. We went to the other gym, and all the ladies are like, oh my God, he smells like fish. Ugh. People were like Erlen, and he couldn't smell it. He's like, I don't know what your guys are talking about. I don't smell it. Of course, you're not going to smell yourself because you live with, you're with yourself all the time. And so, this went on for a period of time. And then we were working out, and B was like, we were all of a sudden talking. And I said, B, he just told me that he hadn't pooped in like a week.
Yeah. He
was constipated. So all the supplements that he was taking, all the fish supplements, and there's fish supplementations and all of his stuff. So it compiled and built up in his system. And dude, when he started to sweat, it came out of his skin. I am totally not kidding.
Waste products, all the stuff that's supposed to come out of your, that end, if that doesn't do its job, if you don't go, it starts to leach through your body.
I never knew that in my life. Never knew it.
Well, that makes me have a lot of questions.
But wait, I'm not finished.
No, listen. I have a friend who literally, you cannot be around him because he smells like shit.
Oh, he probably skidded on himself.
No. I watched the boy get right out of the shower, get dressed, come over.
You watched him take a shower, Steve? That's weird.
You know what I mean. Are you serious?
I got you on that one. Look, Steve and I go back way back. We're like bro and sister, okay? So, dude, I don't know. It's freaking weird. So maybe he needs to take a detox and get that shit out. Literally. Maybe he needs to get all the shit out because, you've got, 25 feet of intestines that your shit has to go through, all these different tunnels and stuff. So,
I guess he's backed up.
Try a laxative, too. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I have to take a laxative.
As soon as Destin started detoxing, he took this detox from was it GNC?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took this detox, took a big shit. And then all of a sudden we noticed he comes out, he's like, I feel great. I'm like, you smell better too. But there was no more fish smell. And everybody was like, yay, no more fish smell. So we talk about all kinds of things. In the bodybuilding industry, we have no shame in our game. And when we talk about shit or pissing, like we piss out asparagus, you eat asparagus, you piss out asparagus. Okay. Your piss smells like asparagus. I don't know why, but it does. And Destin was like, he came out. I didn't believe him until I ate like a shit ton of like asparagus, and it doesn't take much. 8 stalks is enough to make your piss smell like asparagus.
I think that's also a great little, like natural detoxer.
Yeah.
It helps your liver and your kidneys, and it helps with the filtration process. So it gets all those like chemicals and stuff that your kidneys are trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Kind of expedites the process.
Yeah. It's interesting. So, where'd you go, Steve? Wrap it up.
I'm right here. What do you mean?
Oh, wrap it up unless you want to go over something. Oh, okay. That's a little late. Why did I just get your text message, dude? I'm like, wait a minute. I just got your message. What the hell are you talking about? So yeah, that was the fun part. And so now here's the other fun part. Destin is getting ready to train for a show in May. And let me tell you, he's already starting to get grouchy. He's turned into a comatose zombie because he is always tired because you have no carbs. And he's doing cardio. So, and I'm like, what weight do you have to lose, dude? You're fucking shredded. You got veins coming all over the place. And the stress that your body has to go through when you're a bodybuilder. And he's like, my joints ache, my toes hurt, this hurt.
That's the worst part so far. Is my joints, like my knees hurt. Like doing cardio sucks. Doing a leg day hurts now. I used to love training legs, and now I dread going to a leg day. Like I can't do deadlifts right now or rack pulls.
And
'cause my knee hurts.
he's only 24, Steve. He's only 24.
25 actually.
No, you're not 25. Your brother is 28.
You sure?
Yes, I'm
Positive.
positive. We did the calculation. I had to
Remember this?
think. Huh?
You remember this?
Yeah. Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Why would we look for you?
Why
Damn.
not? Because I'm cute and redheaded and like savage. I'm a savage. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. Okay, so Steve, I'm
Nope.
so glad that we talked about the shit topic. So what else is the other topic we can talk about that's funny? Are you flipping kidding me right now? There's a get out of my podcast! You're a ghost, fucker! Oh my god! How? Like, what the hell? Did you just see that? Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm going to talk a little bit about myself real quick. I have to be honest. I was doing really, really good with my training. I was losing weight. I was seeing muscles. I was seeing definition. I was doing really, really well. And then COVID hit and then the gyms closed. And I'm like, motherfucker, this one lost weight during COVID, worked out during COVID because he found ways to work out. And of course, you couldn't find any exercise equipment anywhere. And so, yeah, it was, you had to get really creative to work out. I mean, like 8-gallon water jugs and shit. Like, I mean, old school type of training.
Here's the other thing that I fucking hate the most is when people say you have to do cardio to lose weight. You don't have to fucking do cardio to lose weight. The last prep I did no cardio. I did no fucking cardio.
He didn't do any cardio. And this little, I'm like, he went from like, what was it? 200 pounds, 220?
Yeah. 220.
And he cut weight and he was ready for competition. What?
Yeah, 220 to 160.
Here I am. And I'm struggling. Okay, I was doing really good. I was really good. And then like COVID hit. And then the gym closed. And then I was like, fuck. And then I got like, okay, well, I can't go work out. I got to keep the family together. Like, what the hell's happening to the world? Okay. And then finally the gym opened and coach is like, hey, you can come back and work out. So I come back, work out. The damn holiday comes. Of course, the stress came and the holidays came. I fell off the bandwagon. Okay. So I gained the weight that I lost, which I'm so pissed at myself for. But hey, I have fallen off the bandwagon and I'm picking myself back up and I'm putting myself back in the gym and I'm following that damn no carb diet. But I have to tell you, Dustin has been extremely creative with egg whites. Okay.
Yeah.
So super egg white omelets that are like this big, that tall, with a lot of shit in it. He can eat. I don't get that opportunity. I only get to have egg whites and spinach. But he has been so creative with the egg whites. He literally can take the egg whites and make them into delicious pancakes. Don't ask. I don't know. But he does it. I try to make them and they're just not the same. But when he makes them, they're fucking awesome. And I'm telling you straight up, just egg whites. It's a certain way he does it. It's a lot of beating. And then you put it in the oven and you cook it. And then you take it out and it deflates into a pancake. It's freaking awesome, dude. I take it. And he found some like no calorie syrup. I'm not quite sure. What is it? Walden Farms. It has 0 calories, no sugar, no carbohydrates. So it's like, what the fuck is in it? Like it's a bunch of chemicals with flavor. Oh, like, this is probably not good for me. I would rather look, I'm an agave girl. I like pure maple syrup, like pure maple syrup, not the bullshit, not the Butterworths and that crappy corn syrup shit. I don't like that, but I like the agave. I love the agave. You guys, if you want to have a good healthy pancake, I mean, I don't know if there's ever a healthy pancake, but use agave. Same thing with my tacos. When I make my tacos, I use Greek yogurt, 0% fat Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. There are all kinds of ways to make your food taste good without all the extra calories and fat. And ladies, let's just say we have to watch our fat content because we gain it. We gain it. It sucks. And then when you get up in the age, it gets worse. It just sucks. So it's always just to have, if I could go back in time, I would have went back at 20 years old. I would have had my ass in the gym every day. That would have been like part of my routine. And then could you imagine where I would be right now? I'd be freaking like a beast. Like
it's a mindset and a lifestyle and a what's the word? A priority. It's all about where your priorities lie. What do you want to do? What are you doing with your time? Do you want to focus on your health or do you want to focus on something else? And I find that most people, especially me, can only focus on one thing at a time. So I'm either in one mode or another,
Hi, this is my 15-year-old Min Pin. She wants to be on the show too, but she's not allowed to be on the show. She's 15 and her teeth are falling out. She's so tiny. She's 10 years old. And the vet is like, no, we can't put her under. She's too old and she's really small. And it's a good, it's a possibility that she could die. So I was like, yeah, well, we're just going to let her die gracefully. But she's still kicking, I swear. Min Pins have more energy than any other dog I have ever had or owned. I have a pit bull. She has, yappy. Oh my God. She starts it and then everybody else chimes in. It's nuts.
It's random too. It's like.
So guys, I want to tell you something kind of funny. So after I took the 2 bites of the cookie that Becky made, well, I actually mixed it and I made it. It was pretty fun. You get to roll the balls and you put the balls in there and you let it cook in any whatever. So I took 2 bites. So I had to get ready for the show. I was putting on my makeup and I was like, I want to go light. I really don't want to put any makeup. Okay. So I was trying to go light. And so I have the 60s eyeshadow on. I didn't even know what I was doing. Okay. And then I had like this bright fuchsia pink lipstick. I never wear pink lipstick. Not that bright anyway. And so I was outlining my lips and I'm rubbing it in. I'm like, yeah, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. And at that time I'm already like feeling it, And so I called Becky and I said, Becky, I look like the 1960s grandma with the bright fuchsia lipstick and the super shimmery eyeshadow that's really meant for another place on your eyelid. So so we all got a chuckle on that. And I even called Andrew across the street and I told him like, dude, let me tell you what's going on right now. I just put fuchsia pink lipstick on. I don't wear, everybody who has ever known me, I've never worn pink or bright lipstick, maybe a red. But I don't like the red. You have to like have super perfect white teeth for red lipstick. If you don't, you need to pick the right shade of red. Otherwise, your teeth are going to look like they're old and falling out. It's just bad. I try to stay away from red lipstick, but I do like the darker lipsticks and I do like the shimmery lipsticks. What do you like, Destin?
No lipstick.
That's perfect. That's a great answer. Well, no, let's ask. So like when you meet a girl, do you prefer to have nudes on her lips or do you want bright colors on her lips?
I'm not all about the makeup thing.
So he likes the all natural girl. By the way, he's single, ladies, just saying.
Like I don't think a lot of that stuff really matters that much.
See, and that's part of like that's part of the show. Part of like the sex topic show, like sex, relationships, like what are guys interested in? Is it really big boobs? Is it big butts? Is it, the right kind of makeup, or is it the big long lashes, the caterpillar lashes? I have those. Yes, I do. I've worn them for a long time. Ava has beautiful lashes. They're mink. So anyway, those are the type of topics that we would like to talk about on the show. So guys, get your mind out of the gutter, and ladies, join in on the topic, because we need guys and girls to talk about these things, because it's fun. I mean, it's fun to know what a guy's like. I mean, what a girl's like. You guys think we're so super complex, but we're not complex. I don't think. We're pretty simple creatures, I think. What do you think, Steve? Are females pretty simple?
What?
Steve,
Yeah,
are
that's what
females
I'm
pretty
saying.
simple?
That's a loaded question.
It's not a loaded
Is your-
question.
is your-
We're really simple. Look, happy life, happy wife, right? Well,
Oh,
or
happy wife,
happy life,
life.
happy girlfriend.
Something like that.
Yeah, see, simple things like nice, kind gestures, opening the door, a couple taps on the ass, those type of things. But that's later on into the relationship. If you just met the guy and he's tapping you on your ass in the first night, like, oh yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a dick kick. That's a dick kick. Don't touch my ass on the first night. Just saying. Or the second or the third or the first 30 days. not going there. Ladies, save the cookie. I know, this is so fun. I can't wait, Steve. We've got to get people on this show. It's such a fun topic to talk about.
For sex night.
Yeah, sex and wine night. Yeah. I think that's
Stealing
cool.
my phone.
I know,
Why don't you
because I
use your
can't,
phone?
because I don't have the chat thing pulled up. I can't see what people are saying. And actually okay, I said. So Steve, what did you think about Strickland?
Propane.
Definitely a cool kid.
Isn't he? I was really kind of I didn't know what to expect from that interview, and I'm really excited for that guy. And what an inspiration. We need some positive stories, and then you get to hear a positive story with his relationship with a sheriff.
Yeah.
After being a convicted felon and in prison. Like, really? That's unheard of. Police are bad police, bad. That's not true. They're not bad. There's a few.
Surprised to hear that from down there, though.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Tennessee, I was like, those guys are like, serious. But that's really cool that that officer or that sheriff, asked him how his day was. And I tell you, it's just the simple things that could change somebody's life. A simple, how are you, changed this man's life. So if that man can change, anybody can change, right, Steve?
Absolutely.
Yeah, see? Steve changed a lot over the period of time. We've been
Have
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, kind of. Well, yeah, you're a little bit more boisterous now. Now you're just like, you do not hold back no tongue. You just spit it out.
Well, I've always been like that.
You got a little bit more.
He just has less patience.
Oh my God,
Less
I am really.
No, I just don't care about people's feelings anymore.
Oh, I don't think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of people that don't care about people's feelings these days. Is like a lot of people are coming out and talking how they want to talk and say the things they want to say because, well, anything goes now. Everybody's offended about something. I'm not. I could care. If it don't affect my household, I don't care. But if it affects my household and affects my kids and stuff like that, then that's a whole nother story. Steve, I had a dream.
Martin Luther King.
No, I had a dream
He
about
stole
the
it from me.
cake. The cake thing. What is the cake thing? Oh my God, it's only in Philly. What is it? You told me about it and it was so good. What is it? I haven't even tried it. Oh yeah, tasty cakes. Steve, you're supposed to send me a box.
About that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a conversation about that, Mister.
Like I ate them all.
Well, you could just come to Philly, get some.
I know. Hey, y'all need to change up there. Y'all some crazy up there. Y'all crazy. Philly people is crazy. The food is good though. The Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, I always
Ooh,
wanted to get an authentic one.
oh my God, they're so good. I mean, like, even like compared to what we have out here in Chicago, nothing compares to a Philly, right? It's like the thin bread and it's saucy and juicy with this tender beef with melted cheese all over. It's like, oh, it's so good. Can you send me one, Steve?
There's
Can
so
you like
many
read it?
jokes, so little time.
Oh, you funny, Steve. See, I cannot believe I put fuchsia pink fucking lipstick on my lips today. I'm like, we're just gonna flow with it today. We're just gonna flow with it. I don't think anybody could see my lips any. Can you see my lips? No. See?
I'm sure somebody's gonna zoom in. and take a
I
picture.
know. I'm gonna no, don't do that. Don't do that.
You
I'm
want me
gonna
to take a
totally
picture of my
post a
lips?
picture on Facebook and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like it's bright. It's the brightest lipstick. I don't do bright lipsticks.
Why
I
do you
don't.
have it then?
I don't know what the hell I had it. I thought maybe I could mix it and make it like, it started with like the fuchsia lip liner. I don't even know why the hell I have fuchsia lip liner. Like where the hell did it come from?
It looks pretty.
It ain't pretty because it made me look like a
Oh,
It made me
wait,
look like
you're
I'm
the one wearing it.
So anyway, guys, we've got some great shows lined up. And if you're an alpha male, if you are, wanting to be on the show, come reach out to us. We would love to have you on the show. Hit the damn like and subscribe. Okay? Share my page, share A2D Radio, subscribe to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, but I forgot what the password is, so I have to recreate one. So I don't have a YouTube yet. But I have a feeling I have somebody who could break into my YouTube and I can get it back.
Jailbreak it.
I don't know. He's like a hacker. So, did I say that? Oh, shit. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, it's A2D Radio. Nobody's going to care. They're not going to care about a hacker. Everybody's a hacker on A2D Radio. No, I'm just kidding. No, they're not. Anyway, but I am really excited for A2D Radio and how quickly it has grown. I mean, I started it back in December. And how many shows does A2D Radio have now?
It's something like 18, I think.
And it's growing. I mean, poor Thomas has got inboxes of people who are wanting to be on the platform. So, guys, hit up Thomas. I mean, he's
About 2
Huh?
to 3 a day.
What'd you say? Oh yeah, see, and everybody could see the growth potential. They can see the future and like where A2D Radio is going to go. And I mean, Thomas is really awesome. He's very a patient man, but he doesn't let shit slide, and he'll definitely let you know, hey, you're fucking up, fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he just had a baby girl. Is a girl, right? It's a baby girl. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble.
No, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
It's a boy.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's a boy. Oh my God, it's a boy. It's a
Are you
little
mess-
Thomas.
Why you messing with Prince Cass?
Hey. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Hey, she could be pregnant again right now and be pregnant with baby girl.
Yeah.
Don't jinx him.
Oh, Thomas, you could have a baby girl soon. Thomas is gonna be like, shut up, Rachel. Shut up.
No,
Shut
I
up.
don't need that.
Yeah, he's and look, and he's getting back to exercising. So he's, got the, the afterbirth.
The afterbirth.
Well, his wife just had the baby. And so now daddy has, acquired a daddy belly. And so now he's working out and I commend him. Although Thomas is awesome with the belly or without the belly. Is that like a normal, typical thing, Steve, that after men have babies that they have a
Yep.
girl stomach? What happens?
The dad bod.
The dad bod.
That's where you just say, fuck it.
No, that's not where you say fuck it. That's you do what Thomas is doing, and I don't know what the whole machine contraption he's on, but he's going on it and he's doing his thing. So
No, I'm saying
Good
that's how
going,
that's how
Thomas.
you get the dad bod. You get
oh yeah.
yeah.
You can have the beach dad bod. That's pretty interesting if you can do it and pull it off. Yeah. I am so excited, Steve. we are coming to a close. Oh my God, it's 8:01, you guys. Make sure you tune in to next Friday's show. We've got some great guests lined up for next week. It was going to be the sexual relationship show, but I didn't get enough women. So it's in progress. Anyway, so guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. Make sure you hit the damn like button and you subscribe, okay? It takes 2 seconds and it helps a friend. It helps my show. It helps A2D Radio. That's how we grow, guys. And if you guys have something you want me to share, I'd be happy to share and talk about it. If you want to be on the show, make sure you send me a message and DM me just like Cory did. You can hit me on the show page, or you can hit me up on my personal page or Instagram, Racheal Plays. So guys, I love you. It's the weekend. It's time to party. Okay. I'm going to sleep later. Anyway, I have to work out in the morning, so I'm getting up and I'm going to work out. Okay, guys, catch you next Friday. Love you. Mwah.